Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. Bam, bam. Get it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. Here's Breeze to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Max 22, Max 22. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him go.
On second and 9, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Minshew, first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Hey, Charlie.
Brees now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On second and 10, Breeze, and it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Breeze now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Breeze now to throw. That's going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's go, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it with Kamara, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here one. Chill, kill.
Kamara trying again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Miles Jack with a sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 30 base. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Saints will have the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's Hill, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 43. Watch the eye. Hey, check 24.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On first down, Breeze. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
64.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
DJ Chark, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the run.
They'll throw now on the final play. Stepping up, he caught it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 3.
Protein spill.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Fournette. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get your swarm on.
Get it.
From the 44, Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready, set.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
X3, 218, chop.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On play action, now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Minshew, flush to it, under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Sam, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars 14.
Set. 95, 56. 44. Danny.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Ready? 5-9. Kill. General West.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st.
On the ready.
Max 50. Free butt.
On first down. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready. AC Gator. Hey, Sue.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run from the shotgun with Murray, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Darren Lee showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go with Murray again. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the... Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.